ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ, ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ, ನಿರತ ಭಕುತಿಗಿದು ಮನೆ ಮನೆ. ಹೇ ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ, ನಿರತ ಭಕುತಿಗಿದು ಮನೆ ಮನೆ. ಹೇ ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ, ನಿರತ ಭಕುತಿಗಿದು ಮನೆ ಮನೆ. ಹೇ ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ. ಹೇ ಮಾರುತನರ್ಧಾಂಗಿ, ಮಾರುತನರ್ಧಾಂಗಿ, ಸುಚರಿತೆ ಕೋಮಳಾಂಗಿ. 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 ಸಾರಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಕೃಪಾಂಗಿ ಅಪಾಂಗಿ. 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 ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ, ನಿರತ ಭಕುತಿಗಿದು ಮನೆ ಮನೆ. ಹೇ ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ. ಹೇ ಕಿಂಕಿಣಿ ಕಿಣಿ ಪಾದ ಪಂಕಜ ನೂಪುರ. ಕಿಂಕಿಣಿ ಕಿಣಿ ಪಾದ ಪಂಕಜ ನೂಪುರ. ಕಿಂಕಿಣಿ ಕಿಣಿ ಪಾದ ಪಂಕಜ ನೂಪುರ. ಕಂಕಣಾಲಂಕೃತ ದೇಹ. ಕಿಂಕಿಣಿ ಕಿಣಿ ಪಾದ ಪಂಕಜ ನೂಪುರ. ಕಂಕಣಾಲಂಕೃತ ದೇಹ. ಪಂಕಜ ಸುರವರ, ಪಂಕಜ ಸುರವರ ವಂದಿತ ಚರಣೇ. ಪಂಕಜ ಸುರವರ ವಂದಿತ ಚರಣೇ. ಪಂಕಜ ಸುರವರ ವಂದಿತ ಚರಣೇ. ಪಂಕಜ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಕರುಣೆ ಕಿಂಕರಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಕರುಣೆ ಕಿಂಕರಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಕರುಣೆ ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ ನಿರತ ಭಕುತಿಗಿದು ಮನೆ ಮನೆ ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ ನಿರತ ಭಕುತಿಗಿದು ಮನೆ ಮನೆ ಭಾರತಿ ದೇವಿಯ ನೆನೆ ನೆನೆ అందరికీ నమస్కారం. I hope you like this kriti. This is a Purandara Dasa composition in raga Harahari Priya. This kriti holds a lot of significance to me. I'll tell you why. But before that, the description that is mentioned in this kriti, that is Kinkini kini pada pankajanu pura. It's about the anklets that Ma Saraswati wears. Marutanardhangi sucharite komalangi. The komalatvam, the gentleness that is mentioned in that is completely described in this kriti. The swarupam can be exactly seen here. So when I first saw this beautiful artwork, I immediately got reminded of this kriti, and then I thought this is exactly matching what is described in this kriti. So I made sure that I put here. And so the second point is, the reason I said it holds a lot of significance to me is that this kriti I have sung in my All India radio auditions, the one that have recently happened. I got my radio audition grade B in devotional category, for which I just feel very humbled and deeply grateful. And so I'm very thankful to my gurus, Srimati Pradhana Sai Narasimhan and Shri Prasad Mantra Ratnam Garu, for guiding me, mentoring me for the past few years in my music journey. And to all my initial gurus as well, PVS Sheshe Shastri Garu and Harani Rao Garu. So a big thanks to all my gurus. This year has been really great for me. A lot of things have manifested. The year closed with me getting my result in my radio audition. But then before that, the whole year, my music journey has been wonderful with being... So I composed Bhaja Govindam, all the 33 shlokams, of course the uncomposed verses in various ragas. And the second one is I did Gayatri Ramayanam in Ramapriya Ragam. And then I did a tutorial for Ganesha Pancharatnam. Basically the idea behind the Ganesha Pancharatnam tutorial is that a lot of people ask me, is Carnatic music very tough for me? That only you can know whether once you start understanding the concepts, once you attend a class. Probably not everyone can get access to Carnatic music classes. Some people, they stay very remote. Some people, they're very interested in Carnatic music. However, they have a lot of concepts, very basic concepts, unexplored. So I felt that these tutorials will help people who are not at all acquainted with Carnatic music but who have interest in Carnatic music. They can definitely go through, because they are explained in such a very detailed way. It is absolutely good for beginners to try something by themselves. So I wanted to talk about composing aspect as well. A lot of questions do come. Why do you want to compose? The reason being, that is a process of learning for me. So when I compose something in a raga, I get more familiar with it. I actually try to look at the possibilities that exist. if I take 4 to 5 compositions of great Vagekaras, we can definitely get many possibilities of a raga. However, when we compose, it's usually like we start with one kind of stance of a raga and we end it with a closing stance. And in the middle, we have this pivotal thing. It's like you go to the top, Tarasthai, and you try the key phrases of the raga. So there are many combinations that we can do, and when we try different combinations, we get to understand the beauty of the raga more. So when we learn kritis, we are basically looking at a raga in the view of the Vagekaras. So that is how their mind worked and the beauty of the raga evolved. However, for a learner, at every phase our imagination of raga, our thinking of raga changes. Fast forward to 2 years, maybe the way I think about Kharahara Priya, the way I sing Kharahara Priya can be different, can be completely different. So at every stage we have a different understanding of raga. So when we listen, we get to one phase. When we sing a kriti, we get to one phase. When we do a raga alapana and swara prastaram, for that to go there, I'm sure that we need a very good understanding of raga. So that is like by trying different possibilities. So whenever I get any compositions that are uncomposed, so let's say recently I have done Annamacharya composition Tvameva Sharanam in Ragam Varamu. I have learned a Varamu Varnam, and I have looked at existing compositions. The way I composed Varamu now, it could be completely different when I go to my next year. So this is only the process of learning for me, and I feel that people have liberty of experimenting things on their own, definitely at this point of time. And I'm very lucky to be having gurus who support me in that. So usually when I compose, I make sure that I get it reviewed by Prasad Garu. He's very kind enough to review that and to suggest what can be improved, what can be omitted, what can be put in there. So we have had a great time reviewing Bhaja Govindam as well. So also one other important aspect is when we do notations also for existing kritis. For example, I have done notation for the one thing that took a lot of time for me is the Jaidevani Ashtapadi, the Pralaya Payodhijale. It almost took me like a week, but then it gave me a lot of ideas on detailing on the raga aspects and the rendering aspects, the voice modulation aspects, the different possibilities of that raga. So I would say I have experienced wonderful music time this year, and I'm very happy to be initiating a project on Notuswarams, which is going to be a surprise. So you will see more updates on Project Notuswarams in the next year, that is tomorrow on January 1st. So stay tuned. Sadguna, the channel that I run, is going to release few things tomorrow. So as we move to 2025, I hope we all have a pleasant time, a great time with our dear ones and family. This is the time we reflect, we acknowledge what we have done, what we have been given, what we have been showered with. I'm sure it will be a great year, and see you in the next year. Namaskaram.